Hey everybody, it's Lawcat, and welcome back to more Let's Play Dark Souls. I had a really great time grinding for those blue Titanite chunks. It took me almost an hour. And if you're looking at my souls 22,000 and you're wondering why is it only about 3,000 more than last time? Well, I only had about 4 homeward bones. And that ran out quickly. It took me more than 4 trips. In fact, it took me more than 14 trips to get 8, even though my item discovery was at 380. So, yeah, that was a ton of fun. I ended up having to buy around 20 homeward bones, and I've got 9 left out of those 24, 25-ish that I started with. So, but I'm still over 20,000, and that's what I need to buy the Crust of Artorias. So, let's go ahead and get ourselves some shiny new stuff. I think it's this way. Yes, this is the way to go out. Cool. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to... remember Dusk of Ulasile? I hope you remember her. We met her in the last episode. She's the one who sold us those interesting sorceries. Oh, I should show you that. The chameleon spell. Yeah, I'll do that eventually. But I'm gonna head back to that cave where we rescued her, because if you go back after having rescued her and reloading at least once, as in quitting the game and loading up your save file again, then you can pick up her stuff in there, which is not that great. But the headpiece is called the Crown of Dusk. Holy crap, that went right through you. The headpiece is called the Crown of Dusk, and it boosts sorceries by 30%. Also pyromancies, actually. Sorceries and pyromancies. So I'm going to want the rusted iron ring on for that. Holy crap. Because that is underwater. So I'll just meet you back in that cave over there. These guys bleed rainbows. That's adorable. Aha! Booty! But it's far away. If you're not wearing the rusted iron ring, you're going to have to trudge through all this crap. And by crap, I mean water. Let's head on over there and pick us up some dusk clothes. And as I was saying, the only part that I'm actually going to wear is the Crown of Dusk, because as you can see in this description, special magic crown bestowed upon Dusk, Princess of Ulasile, upon her birth. This wearer is blessed by all manner of magic. It raises the power and effect of the wearer's magic, but damage suffered by magic attacks also rises. So yeah, it increases the damage done by sorceries and pyromancies by 30%. But if you look at my magic defense, with my current setup, I've got 145 magic defense, and with the Crown of Dusk, I've got 103. So it takes quite a bit off. But you know, I'm not worried about that, and I'm also not worried about how not manly it looks. So yeah. Pick that up, that's great. It'll boost our sorceries and do even more ridiculous amounts of damage with that and the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring, which I'm gonna want to put back on. But now what I want to do is I'm gonna head. Basically, I'm gonna meet you when I get out of this lake, and we're gonna go do something that I could have done a long time ago, but it's easier if you save it for now. Alright, that was fun. A nice little trudge through the lake. So what I'm gonna do now is very deftly keep on moving, even though I'm in the menu, and put on my Bellowing Dragon Crest ring. That is a good skill to develop if you're going to be interested in doing some player versus player action. Being able to both move and navigate the menus at the same time, since there is no actual pause in this game. Even if you open the menu, the game does not stop. So, is there an item over here? Get the feeling that there might be. Other side? Come on, my RPG instincts are telling me there's got to be an item around here. Huh. Whatever. But if you come through here... Well, that's a glitchy door. You can kind of see through it. Go ahead and get attuned. Hey! How's it going? Anybody in here? Oh god, you're in here. Yes, this is Havel the Rock. As you can see, he's wearing armor made out of stone. Very heavy stone, and he uses a weapon called the Dragon Tooth, which is, as the name suggests, a dragon tooth. It is literally a dragon tooth that he will happily bash you over the head with. And it's a dragon type weapon, as you might be able to surmise. It upgrades with dragon scales. Did that hit him? Okay, yes it did. Good. And if you don't have a good shield, like I have the eagle shield, that's great, it's fantastic. See, even that, it still takes out about half my stamina to tank his hits. But if you try to use like a medium shield that doesn't have that much stability, he will one-shot you. He will go through your shield and splay you out and one-shot you, and it's very unpleasant. And you might be thinking how it would be possible for you to do this earlier in the game. Well, yeah, that kind of spoiled it there for you, but this is directly connected to the undead berg. So yeah, before you even fight the first real boss, unless you consider the Asylum Demon a boss, I don't. So before you even kill the first boss, if you have the Master Key, you can open up that door right there and come down and fight Havel the Rock. So that's kind of interesting. So that's really all I want to do right over here right now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to head on over to Andre, and I will buy the Crest of Artorias. Yes! Look at that damage! You haven't seen the half of it, viewers. 571. We'll eventually be able to hit much, much higher than that. Alright, we're back at Andre, and I just realized I forgot to explain what that ring I picked up does. Havel's ring. It's quite a useful ring, really. It's, as it says, it boosts your maximum equipment load. Excuse me, it actually boosts it by 1.5. 150%, I guess. So for me, it goes from 57.6 to 86.4. And that almost actually gives me a 1/4 roll. Not quite, though. But if I wanted to, I could probably take off the gloves, wear Havel's ring. And look at me, I'm doing a 1/4 roll. Dang! So yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'm not going to do that, though, because I love being able to do preposterous amounts of damage with the bellowing dragon crest ring. What the heck was I wearing? Black leather gloves? I think... I forget. I think it was black leather gloves. I don't know. But I know I was wearing the bellowing dragon crest ring. So yeah, I'm just going to keep that equipped. And now that we're at Andre, he spies something in our pockets. Remember that divine ember we picked up? I think it was the last episode.
Consider leaving that with me.
Consider leaving it with you. I got nothing else to do with it. Sure.
Well, thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem. So with that, Andre can now ascend, excuse me, that's a technical term. He can ascend +5 weapons to divine weapons, which do, well, they actually do physical and magic split damage, but they have a certain divine effect on undead enemies that adds, I think, 110% damage to certain kinds of enemies, you know, evil, like undead type enemies. You know, what you think a divine weapon would do. And we're gonna actually need a divine weapon later on in the game. Well, not need, but it'll help a lot. But for now, we'll just leave that alone and get what we came here for: the Crest of Artorias and armor smith box. I guess I'll buy it. I don't plan to do any upgrading of armor anytime that soon, but I got the souls, might as well pick it up.
Don't get yourself. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
What a nice guy. If you want to get the Crest of Artorias without spending 20,000 souls, or if you're a speedrunner and you just don't have time to get 20,000 souls, then you can kill Andre. If you're a speedrunner, I don't know why you'd be watching this. But anyways, if you kill Andre, it achieves the same effect. You get the Crest of Artorias from him because, you know, it's vital to the story. They're not just going to let you not get it or be forever locked away from getting it. So, but be forewarned that he's actually kind of a deadly hand-to-hand fighter. So if you accidentally aggro him, he might just plain kill you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to that secret bonfire near the locked wall that the Crest of Artorias opens, and I will meet you back over there. Man, I'm just meeting you guys everywhere today, aren't I? Alright, I'm here, and I have rested at the bonfire, and I look ridiculous, but what I'm interested in the forest is the enchanted ember, and that's going to allow me to upgrade my magic Uchigatana +5 into an enchanted Uchigatana. which is really nice for someone with the hefty intelligence that I've got. The well, 36. I don't know if that qualifies for hefty, but that's pretty good. Mid-30s is around when mid-30s intelligence, that is around when it becomes more advantageous to use an enchanted weapon than a magic weapon because of the bonuses that you get from scaling. And the Uchi Katana starts to scale pretty nicely with that. So I'm going to want to get that enchanted. But the enchanted ember is deep within the Forest of Artorias, and that is behind this door, which I will open momentarily. But first, one thing to explain. The Forest of Artorias is the home to the Forest Hunter Covenant, and they live to protect this forest. And basically, you come into the forest, they're angry, they're going to try to kill you. It is a covenant. Real people can join the covenant and use a ring to automatically invade anyone who's both human and, you know, invading the forest. Not like invading, not in the game sense, but in like you're trespassing in the forest. That's it. So normally I would be at great risk of being invaded right now, but I don't really want to be bothered with that. I'm just gonna hop in, join the covenant. I'm not worried about multiplayer stuff right now. Oh, there's one right behind me. That's an NPC, by the way, not a real person. And so I'm actually playing in offline mode, so I'm not going to get invaded. Normally, if you stay in here for just like a few seconds, you get invaded. But what you want to do, run past all of them, come over here and talk to their master. Yes, this cat is their master. Meow. She makes really funny little cat noises while she's talking. But this is the Covenant leader. You come and talk to her, they will stop attacking you, so you'll be fine. And while you're here, just so you don't get invaded, you might as well also join the Covenant.
Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say.
Alright. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. Because I was totally listening to that whole speech you were saying and not explaining stuff to my viewers.
I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of
Yes,
the
this is
Dark
Alvina of the
Root
Darkroot Wood.
I command a clan of hunters.
She has a
who
ridiculous
track
mouth.
down defilers of the forest.
She's also a cat that can speak.
What dost thou say?
Suspend your disbelief, viewers.
Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
I am very
This
glad.
pleases me greatly.
And now thou art one of us.
Yes,
Let
let's.
us establish a covenant.
Okay, normally, if you got this far without being invaded, you say, yeah, sure, join the Covenant. And what it might say is, cannot join Covenant with Phantom present, which means that you are in the process of being invaded, and you can't join a Covenant when you have a Phantom present, whether it be an invader or a summon. So that's another reason why I just elected to play offline, even if it does remove, I guess, a little bit of the challenge. I just don't want to deal with it. This build isn't exactly ready for online multiplayer action. I'll do some of that later.
This ring.
She gives you the Cat Covenant ring. That's the ring I was talking about.
It allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, then I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward.
Great reward, right.
And whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine.
The Forest Hunter PvP is notorious for being filled with tons and tons of gankers. If you don't remember, ganking is the practice of being human in a PvP area and summoning white phantoms, or, you know, orange phantoms, or orange, yellow, whatever, if they're
Have no doubt
warriors of the sun,
such wretchedness
and basically just
never
teaming up on invaders.
tolerate.
So, if you want constant action, but also near constant gankers, then yeah, join the Forest Covenant. It can be kind of fun, actually. You occasionally get good one-on-one duels, or maybe you'll even overcome the odds and win a gank. Who knows? You can have tons of fun, but you're gonna get tons of gankers, I can promise you that. So just stay away from it if you're not experienced. Or if you are experienced. Or if you're not experienced, actually, it can be kind of fun. You're just probably gonna lose a lot. Even if you are experienced, you're probably gonna lose a lot. But I'm seriously digressing here. if you come to this treasure chest, you get some stone armor, stone gauntlets, the whole stone set. And the stone set has some pretty good resistances, but, you know, it's made out of stone, it's pretty heavy. Let's see. But it has really, really good poise. So that's pretty good. Poise is basically your ability, without going too deep, it's your ability to sustain hits without getting staggered, which leaves you very vulnerable. And right now my poise is 0, because I'm wearing robes. But let's see, can I wear stone gauntlets? That would be cool. No, I cannot. That puts me way over. Alright, whatever. I'm fine. But if you wear heavy armor, that actually gives you poise. If you wear robes like me, you don't get poise. But if you head on over here, you see some mushroom people. The little ones are nice, I guess. They don't hurt anybody. You can kill them if you want. But the big ones, they are not nice. They are not nice at all. They're slow, but they hit like a truck. And as you can see, they have tons of HP. I'm dealing 792s. And it takes 3 of those to take him out. That's like the amount of HP that a boss would have. But they also drop gold pine resins. It's actually I think that's the only place in the game you can obtain gold pine resins other than chests. But if you see that chest right there, that has the enchanted ember in it. It's being guarded by these guys. So that's why I'm taking them out, even though they're just, you know, peaceful little mushroom people that live in the forest. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. But yeah, if you want to farm gold pine resins, that is the place to do it. Since you can't buy them anywhere. And there is our enchanted ember. Yay! Hopefully their children aren't mad at us. But there's a suspicious looking slit over there. What is that? Is that a boss fight? I think it is! Yes, this is a boss fight. Dang, I am really low on casts, aren't I? So yes, this is the boss fight. This is Great Grey Wolf Sif. And you don't have to do this for a long time. Not until you're over what I consider to be halfway done with the game, which we're not quite there yet. But you can do it whenever you want, as long as you've got the Crest of Artorias. And I know the Forest Hunter Covenant, they don't like you to do it. They want to protect the Wolfie. But, whatever. I need souls, you know? Remember homing Soul Mass from Logan? I still have to afford that somehow. And this is, I figure, a good way to get souls. But I am really low on castings. I have no soul spears. And I want to be able to use soul spears. So I'm going to go ahead and homeward bone, and I'll meet you back here with more castings. Actually, one quick thing before I head on back to the boss room. This guy.
I've heard all about
this is Shiva of the East. And he's a pretty cool guy. He's not terribly important right now.
Fighting, except there is little in the form of rules.
Right.
You hear?
But if you talk to him, blah, 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 blah. Sorry if you're interested in that dialogue, but I've got time on my mind. But if you talk to him and come over here, this is his secret bodyguard. He's wearing the Ring of Fog, which makes you almost invisible. And if you come over here, talk to him, he says, ellipsis. Of course, it's a good RPG. It's got to use plenty of ellipses. Ellipses, I don't know. But if you talk to his bodyguard and come back here, he notices that you noticed his bodyguard.
From the east, like myself.
From the east, eh?
Slinking in the shadows. But he is a tough one. You'll see what I mean.
Okay, that's ominous. But if you do that sequence of events, blah blah blah, he talks to you, and eventually he will show up down in Blight Town. He'll be leaning against the wall near the elevators down there, and he'll open up a shop. And he's got some pretty neat weapons in his shop. So I figured I might as well show that. I might pick up some weapons from his shop. Some pretty cool stuff. So, yes, there's that. I will meet you back at the boss door now. And here we are. I'm going to go ahead and get myself back up to max health, take a little fall damage. I also only have 4 humanity now because I kindled. I didn't die or anything. I kindled the bonfire. I see I have 9 flasks now. So let's head on in. Kill the great gray wolf Sif. Open sesame. And yes, this is another boss fight that doesn't start right when you enter. It starts when you get close enough to that gravestone over there. But there is an item behind the gravestone that I want to pick up before actually starting the fight, because it just, I don't know, it just speeds things up, makes things easier. So, if you head on back here, you get the Hornet Ring, which is cool. Frowned upon in PvP occasionally, but it's cool. It adds 150% augment to the damage that you do with critical attacks, so that's backstabs or ripostes. So as you can imagine, with something like the rapier that already has a critical attack boost, if you get a riposte with that, it does tons and tons of damage. But yes, this is the next boss, the Great Grey Wolf Sif, and he has a giant sword in his mouth. This is fantastic boss design. I really love this boss. Hopefully I'll get to show off what really distinguishes it as a boss fight. Something that you may or may not notice your first time, and you may not notice at all, ever. Oh god dang it, you made me waste a soul spear. But yes, he is notorious for jumping around tons and being very annoying about that, as you'll probably see. But I'm just thinking, sit back, turtle, cast a few sorceries, we'll be fine. Ow. Turtle. I must turtle effectively. Okay. Heal, heal, heal. There we go. See, I can do tons of damage, but he can too. And I'm out of soul spears. Let's go some great soul arrows. Take that. Hey, that's not bad. I would go great heavies or heavies, but that's, with the erratic movements of Sif, the way he just jumps around randomly and attacks really, really randomly, I'm just gonna stick to the spells with the short cast times. Oh, and look at this. He's hurt. This, oh god, oh man. Just tear my heart in half. The first time I saw this, oh man. It's the first time I've ever felt bad about killing a boss. And it's in Dark Souls! But that's... oh... see, he's low on health, he's hurt, he's just a helpless little... oh my goodness! It makes you feel really bad for killing him, but you have to! You have to do the story! Ugh... sorry about this. But yeah, that's just... I think that might have won some sort of RPG award, like Best Boss in an RPG 2011 or something. And if they did, that's good. They should have. That is a fantastically designed boss. Man, I really love this game. If you couldn't tell. But yes, we get 40,000 souls for that, and also our heart steps on. A poor little wolfie. Man... but, that pretty much... that almost concludes everything that I'm, gonna do before moving on with the actual plot. Yes, all of this was just random side crap, which I love. They give you so much freedom in this game. It almost concludes it. I just need to, head on up to Firelink Shrine, buy some sorceries from Logan, and upgrade my Uchi to enchanted. And then I will be done with all this random sidetracking stuff. So I will meet you back up at Firelink, do that stuff, and yeah, meet you at Firelink. Alright, we're back. Man, my legs are really starting to hurt from all that walking around. If only there were some way we could just magically teleport between key bonfires.
Hello there.
Huh.
What have you been up to?
Oh well. But anyways, let's pay a visit to our friend Logan. Oh yes, indeed. I want to buy Homing Soul Mass for sure. I guess I'll pick up some extra casts of Great Soul Arrows. Why not? You never know when you could use stuff like that. The rest of this stuff, Magic Weapon, Magic Shield, they're not that great. And they're also just duplicates of stuff that we already have. They have that too.
Speak to me again to further your knowledge.
Sure. So, let's go on head down to Rickart's in the New Londo ruins and get some good upgrading in on our Uchi Katana.
Hey, is that?
Oh, yes.
Sorcerer.
Yes, it is. It is indeed a sorcery ember.
Not even back in Vinheim.
You like?
What a brilliant flame.
Yes, brilliant.
Friend, let me have that.
Oh, certainly. I mean, there's nothing I could do with it.
I'm a craftsman of Vinheim. I'd go hollow before I pass him a flame like that.
Craftsman of Vinheim. I love the voice acting in this game. I love this game.
Really, you are wonderful. I will forge
Oh.
a wicked mask
Oh, you.
just for you.
You flatterer,
A
you.
weapon to make a legend out of me.
Ooh, a legend. I like the sound of that. So yes, we get the new menu, the enchanted weapon menu, and we can make an enchanted Uchi Katana, which if you look here, well, first, it doesn't really make that much of a difference right off the bat. It's still only scale C with intelligence. But if we keep upgrading it, see now it's B with intelligence. And it's still B with intelligence. But if we get it up to +5 with a slab, it scales to scale A with intelligence, which is awesome. But for right now, B is more than enough.
Goodbye then. Keep your head on out there. You really helped break the monotony.
Certainly, Rickard. So let's see how much damage did the menu say? 418. We're putting out 418 damage with this Uchi Katana, enchanted +4. That's pretty nice. Let's test it out on this guy. Look at that. Look at that. That's great. This will just about get me through the rest of the game as far as melee goes. It is a really great weapon. I love the katana moveset. I just love this weapon as a whole. Why am I walking? I can use a homeward bone. So yes, that concludes all the side stuff I have to do before going to the Lost City of the Gods, the legendary Locked City of the Gods, and Orlando. So, I'm going to go ahead and attune. I don't need soul arrows. Bye. I'm going to tune Homing Soul Mass, and next time I will meet you guys on top of Sense Fortress, right near that Ring of Light. Oh wait, I can level up, can't I? Intelligence! Okay, 1. Great. Yeah, next time I will meet you guys at the top of Sense Fortress near the Ring of Light, and we will start an Orlando. See you guys, thank you for watching, this has been Obtuse Lolcat. I look stupid.